sounds are working, but they cannot hear me, is the consensus. Alright, testing. Okay. Apparently I am audible now. We're about to see Raging come in to get the first cap here. Of course, I'm going to stutter the second audio starts working. Raging does get the first cap, so that is going to be the first cap, actually, of this match so far. Just to reiterate for those who are joining, rules are as follows. Mandatory match rules, maximum of 1 mage, elf, and necro, 2 medics, assassins, archers, and pyros. And then we also have limits of 3 on ninja and heavy, and a limit of 4 on soldier. And also, a 13 chemist limit, which is interesting. And we have pretty standard ninja capping rules here. 1 per map, no ghosting allowed. Because, you know, we can't have this match being too spooky. We gotta ban ghosting. So Raging to get the first cap here. Swit is gonna steal though, and it's a pretty good steal. Pyre's Frenzy on Arctic there, which means Swit is going to get out here fairly clean. Taking a lot of damage here from the combination of Ninja Main and Heart's Revolution, but Ninja Main ends up going down. Swit does have a medic behind her, but it doesn't look like she's gonna turn around and need it. Gonna try to go over the top here, run into Recov's and Heart's Revolution. Should really just drop for the medic here. I don't know why she isn't. Ends up going down there, and it gets recovered on there by Heart's Revolution. I don't know why they didn't just go back for the medic there. Either way, that will lead to a pretty free steal for a Verge, but he is heavy going into a Pyro Frenzy at the moment, will end up going down there. Recovery is coming on both sides, and both offenses will have to reset here. Northern Ireland with a steal here. He is Elf. Who would have guessed? Getting locked in a corner here in Blue Flag, and will end up going down to the combination of like 6 players whose names I'm not going to say, because that's a lot of people. So one of the things I did talk about before, when the stream wasn't getting audio, is that this map is slightly more defensive biased than the normal airlock, or Blackout rather, just due to the fact how this little mid area is. That being said, a Verge is out actually at mid as heavy and will almost get knocked in the pit, but ends up running back towards spawn. Good juke there by him, and has a ton of support now. Netflix gets the recovery on Northern Ireland, which means that this could be a cap here for Blue Team off the back of a Verge tying it up. Red Team does have a soldier that could potentially come in and get a steal, and he is going to have to try to do that. Avoids the assassinate there. The assassin's 1 hit, so he might be able to get it. Steal does come through, but he's taking a lot of damage, running out back into the recovery. He'll be taking tons of damage here, but ends up getting out. Drops back down for a medic, actually, I believe. Actually, there wasn't even a medic there, was there? Yeah, there was. Ends up going down there, and that is the capture for a Verge. So we are now all tied up here. Steals from both sides. Julian's out right side is heavy, but he's on half art and going to end up going down. Arctic Galaxy is also out, but she is a lot more clean here. Out right side has Recov's and Heart's Revolution on her, but she takes a really good route down here and might be able to get top mid here. Gets web, but the web gets taken out immediately. And is now top waiting for that medic. Medic will be there, but an assassin is going to knock her down. Doesn't matter, though, because the assassin ends up going down, and the medic goes down with her. Going to climb over the top here. Ninja Main is the only thing between her and her spawn at the moment. This could actually be a swing here, turning towards a blue lead in the match. Good recovery from them after giving up the first cap of the match. Red Team will get a steal, though, however, at a perfect time, but Mitch is going to end up going down right outside of the flag room. Rebreaking comes in and assassinates a ton of people, but it doesn't matter, because the only thing left is a medic. And Ark will walk in and get the capture. So we're now up 2-1 in favor of Blue Team. Slime Squad with the steal here. He is actually out as Chemist going right side, but has a lot of damage being put in him by the combination of Wolfie and Slurp, both as Ninja, and he will end up going down because of it. Yeah, I mean, this match has been pretty exciting so far. Ninja Main putting a lot of damage into Arctic here, despite being Assassin. Actually ends up getting the Assassin off as well, so Blue Team's only going to have 1 soldier coming in here, and it is Swit, who's on 4.5 hearts at the moment. Has to use Stake here before she even goes in. We'll get the steal, but she's down really low. 1 frenzy hit will kill her, and it does. A Verge also takes a frenzy hit here. He gets boosted out, and I believe he got healed by the Chemist. Doesn't matter, though. Spray and the Chemist are the only ones left. Ridging will get a steal on the other side of things. Let's go take a look at that. Ridging is out as soldier, but will die immediately to Slurp and Versions once he does get out. Versing claiming that he assassinated all 3 players on red offense at the same time, which is going to be pretty good. I will say, though, for the amount of players in this match, 13v13, we haven't really seen 4 or 5 players come in at the same time on either offense, which could lead to a pretty free steal considering how grouped up these defenses are playing. Arc gets the steal, goes down immediately. Spray with the follow-up steal as a medic going right side here. Actually cuts back to mid and kind of jukes the defense. Lightning Spell slows him down a little bit, but he is out. If he gets a medic here, this could potentially just be a cap off of the back of this medic steal. Slime Squad actually going to hit him with the regen pod? For some reason. Ends up getting webbed here. Is being taken pretty low by this ninja. Currently on 2.5 hearts. 3 hearts now. Going to be running into the flag room. 2 hits from a ninja would kill him, but no one's going to be able to get there. And that is a 3rd cap here for blue team. Going up 3-1 after an initial cap from Raging on red. Very good recovery. And now they're well in the lead at the moment. Alright, so red team is going to have to start to mount a comeback here. They do have Julian, Lar, and Slime Squad all coming in bottom mid here, along with a Raging and Soldier coming from the left side. Raging is looking to go in. Northern Ireland is in first as Elf, possibly a distraction for Raging, and it's a perfect distraction. Raging almost gets out, but gets assassinated there by Versing. Slime Squad getting a follow-up steal, goes down immediately as well. Mitch gets a 3rd steal here for red team, and is out, untouched as Soldier, full HP. Avoiding the first headshot, and the Archer's not going to have much more of a chance to get him. Her, rather. Going over the top here, only Slurp stands between her and her spawn. She actually ends up going under. Very good choice there by Mitch. Very smart player, very smart route. Actually ends up getting the heal here from Lara as well, and is now restored. This could be a 2nd cap here for red team, getting closer to tying it up, but not quite. Blue team going to be looking for a steal here. 4 soldiers in the area and a heavy. Heavy runs in, starts killing the Pyro. Pyro goes down. Steal will come through for Arctic, but it doesn't matter. She dies instantly, and Mitch will get the capture. A Verge gets the steal on the other side. A Verge is heavy here, currently PvPing, not really trying to get across the map. Runs out now, trying to get across the map, going through mid. Has quite a lot of red players in front of him, though. Ends up going down to an Assassinate from Ninja Main, who is not playing Assassin. I like when these event maps end up going, both teams get a lot of caps. It's really fun, and a ton of people come out to see them and play them. I don't know, it's just nice to see very competitive matches. Arctic calling for Blue's offense to respawn, possibly regrouping here. Seems like a lot of them have died, and they're going to group back up at spawn here. It is Arc, Swit, Spray, and Fleas. All grouping at spawn for the moment. Both soldiers going far left here, along with the medic up top. Julian will be putting some pressure on a Swit, but only gets 1 hit off before she's going to pass. Gets another hit off on Arctic. That's 3 hits on Arctic now. Will be the lower of the 2 soldiers. Which means Swit should definitely be the focus here out of the 2. Verge taking a lot of damage there from the assassin, but is eventually able to end up blocking and kill him. Chemist will actually go down just straight to recovers there. Soldier will run in, get frenzied, ends up going down. Verge might be able to get a decent steal here as heavy. He does. But he's down to 2.5 hearts and will end up going down immediately after. Hopefully the commentary is okay. I'm solo commentating, and I'm tired, sick, and all that stuff, so hopefully it's not too bad. Raging looking for a potential steal here on blue side, but he gets taken down right before he's about to pick up the flag. Red offense regrouping here. It is Slime Squad as Ninja, Lars Medic, Mitch as Chemist, who I believe will be swapping a Soldier after buffing. That is the case. And Raging here as Soldier. Raging is going over middle. Northern Ireland is actually moving up on offense here for red team as Assassin. Slime Squad with the steal as Ninja. Ends up dropping immediately. Good recovery there by Netflix. Both teams get the recovery. Raging knocks the power away from the flag and gets out completely untouched here. Has support. Running right side here with a medic and a soldier supporting him. His medic is going to go through mid, though. Medic should honestly just respawn and get in position to go back. But he's actually going to go down to pure damage there. I don't think he realized he had the medic behind him, which is pretty unfortunate. Arctic Galaxy gets the steal. Slime Squad gets the steal as Ninja at the same time, and Slime Squad is going towards the spawn, but ends up going down to Slurp before he can. Arctic is out, and Rebreaking gets the steal as well, and I believe he might be Ninja also? He is, and he's actually at his spawn. Get a pass here to Lar, who is medic. So we have a potential medic versus soldier stalemate brewing, which is definitely going to favor blue team here. Red team's going to have to look for a pass eventually, but this is a big match, and it's going to be really hard to get that pass off without a ninja being there. That's exactly what we're looking at here. A soldier versus medic stalemate between two very long-time players who both know how to hold the flag, but Lars on medic here, which just isn't going to be an advantage for them. And again, I don't really think it's worth for them to look for the pass at the moment. DGJ pointing something out. There is actually a 2 Pyro Assassin and Archer limit. So you're allowed to run 2 of them. And double Pyro could definitely be viable here. The thing with double Pyro is that once one Pyro uses Frenzy, the other one can just stack damage with the player on fire. It doesn't have to light them on fire or anything. So you can just chain Frenzies off of each other pretty easily with double Pyro, and you only have to use one because the other Pyro gets increased damage from the player being on fire. So yeah, Lars holding the flag, which I think is the correct choice here as medic. Arc, I believe, is going to be holding in the normal spot. She is. So the thing with this map, actually, is that it's a lot harder to hold in this spot than the normal map, because the map's just longer, in general, I believe. Which is going to mean there's more space for her to possibly get headshot here. So they are calling for Lara to move, Snowleak specifically. Let's see where she ends up going. She's going to go... Okay, so I actually like this spot too in the corner of the flag room. As long as she doesn't get too close to the wall, she won't really be able to get headshot here. From anything other than a spawn angle, which is going to be pretty hard to set up generally. A lot of damage coming in on her, but it doesn't matter. She actually has 2 Pyros now defending her. That means that they have neither Pyro on defense, though, at the moment. I'm just checking limits real quick. Yeah, so there is 2 Pyros and Assassins, and I was incorrect earlier. There's actually only 1 Archer allowed. Lord, we'll drop there. That's a pass, possibly to Sibu. Let's see what class he is. Sibu's actually medic. That is not a pass. It's just another medic. So it looks like Wolfie killed Lara, possibly, but the pass went to another medic, who's actually taking a lot of damage here, getting pretty low. There's second damage into him, and it's double medic, so Lara can't heal yet. It's going to be another second or 2 before she can heal. Heal will come through right about now. There it is. Which means now she's on cooldown for another 15 seconds. I think what Blue Team should do here, really, is just send in, tanky classes, stuff like Heavy and Soldier to constantly keep the medic in combat so he can't get healed. And then have a ninja come in to, finish it off. That might have been what they did, but I didn't see it. Assassin's gonna drop through and kill all the support except for the player. Double Heavy now onto him. He might end up going down here, and he will. Very good assassinate there from Versing. And Cap will come through for Arc by the looks of it, which means that's going to be a 4-2 for Blue Team here. Taking a pretty commanding lead in this match at the moment. Where is Arc? Where's Arc? What? Arc actually ends up going down to Julian there? I have no idea where Arc actually was, but good recovery there by Julian nonetheless. Steel will come through from Raging here. Ends up going down immediately. Derpy Jazz gets the recovery. I'm just interested to see where Arc was. After the recovery came through, their team should have just really peeled back and supported her, but it looks like that was not the case, and Julian was able to get the recover because of it. A little bit of a misplay there from Blue Team. But they still have the lead. Honestly, that kind of favors them, because it's just time off the clock. But, yeah. Split is out, has 1 heart, will go down to the next hit she receives, which will be from Heart's Revolution right here. Hearts does get the recovery, and no one on Blue Team is in position to steal except for the medic. Will end up going down to what I believe is a headshot. Julian gets to steal on the other side of things. Going out right side, gets killed by Versing, who, again, is the assassin that got that pretty good play earlier. You gotta feel bad as the assassin there, though. You get that crazy play, and then you guys get recovered on as well. Pretty unfortunate. Offensive assassin is fairly viable on Blackout as well, and there's 2 of them allowed, so we could be seeing it later on, especially from Red Team if they're trying to mount a comeback here. We have Arctic and Swit, the dynamic soldier duo from TC here going into Red Flag Room. Arc gets taken out immediately. Swit goes down to the Frenzy, which means only Flaze and Spray will be left. Neither of them able to get the steal yet. Spray does get the steal there, taking a lot of damage here from a whole bunch of ninjas, soldiers, a medic, and a pyro. Will go down eventually. So TC has this style where they like to send the soldier in first, and distract for the second soldier. But against double pyro, I don't think it's gonna work. I think what they have to do is send the chemist and the medic in first, have the chemist tank a lot of damage while being healed up by the medic, maybe able to kill a pyro, at least get a frenzy out of one of them, then send the second soldier in, and then immediately after send the third soldier in for a potential distraction. Ninja made the assassinate attempt on the arc there. She ends up blocking it. Actually saved the assassinate, ends up taking her down immediately after. Goes down to a damage pot immediately after that, though, since he was vulnerable. Flays with the steal ends up going down. Spray is out left side as Meta getting pushed towards the spawn. And he is killed there by the combination of recovs and Slime Squad. Recovery happens immediately, and there is no one in position to steal. A lot of blue players coming into the flag room here. We have Arc and Swit. The aforementioned duo of soldiers from TC. Drop comes in from Swit, will knock the pyro away. Arc gets a clean steal going out the right side as soldier here. Mitch gets to steal on the other side of things. Let's go check in on that real quick since Arc seems to be fairly safe. Mitch is out heading towards a medic at the moment, but will not get there as versions of the recov soldier versus soldier, which means that Arc is in a very favorable position to make this a 4-2. Pyro below her, but that Pyro is stuck in a web at the moment, and she's about to get another medic. That's going to be the heal coming through, as well as the restore following it up. Going to be going full right side here, up top. I'd prefer she go bottom just because she's going to be more vulnerable to like Ninja and Archer and stuff like this up here, but it doesn't seem to matter at the moment. And she might be able to walk this straight in and get a capture here, which looks to be the case. Recovs will go down, who's the only potential recov threat, and Arc will capture 4-3 for blue team here. I actually didn't even notice the cap that came through from red team tying it up. When was that? I might have just completely passed on that and not realized, but it's actually a 4-3 now. Blue team seems to be down one, apparently. Let's take a look. Blue team actually is down a player at the moment, which means that red is going to get a little bit of advantage here after that capture. Might be able to tie things up before they're able to get another player on. Red's offense here gets routed by the defense of blue team. Only players left are going to be actually, Chemist and a Pyro. Snowleak is playing Pyro offense. Ends up taking out quite a bit of people with that Frenzy, actually. Protecting Lark here pretty well, but they're both going to end up going down here eventually. Some squad does go down. Spray with the steal. Sivu with the recovery. Interesting that they're running double Pyro with Snowleak on Pyro offense. They do have Sivu and DTJ on the team, who can both play Pyro at a pretty competent level. And are also both on the same team there, so I don't know, there has to be synergy between them. I'd like to see them on a Pyro duo possibly. And blue team rather is actually swapped over to this Pyro duo of Versing and Netflix at the moment. Average is back, making this a 13v13 once again. He seems to have crashed. Chemist is going to run by red flag room here and throw some poison in, get a little bit of damage off, but to no avail as the rest of the offense goes down around him. We do have players from red team coming into blue flag room here. Julian actually as heavy with quite a bit of support, might be able to get a steal here. And if he does, it'll be big. He ends up killing one Pyro. Other Pyro is taken pretty low, and he is out here. Does not have a lot of support, though, and is going to end up going down here eventually. Frenzy comes through. Julian will drop. Hiccup nearly comes in from Mitch, but not quite in time. Apparently, Spades is flag shooting at the moment. It appears he is. We'll get challenged now by Wintergreen, but they're a pretty decent range. We see both of them living fairly long in this duel. They're basically just distracting each other at the moment. Neither going down yet. Both landing some pretty close arrows here. Winter nearly shot there. Ninja will now be getting onto Spades here. It is Rebreaking, who's going to opt to take the duel rather than try to fight the Ninja, and ends up falling to death and going down. Julian will get a steal here. And remember, he isn't going to have support from the Archer now. Or rather, will have support from the Archer, because the other Archer died, my bad. He has a heart and a half at the moment, but there's no one anywhere near him. He ends up going down to Flag Poison. Northern Ireland will get the steal pass immediately to Mitch. Versions is in the area. Wolfie's also in the area, but Wolfie was not able to get that recov. Wolfie will go down to Northern Ireland. And Mitch is out on top as Soldier gets knocked down by an arrow. Not quite headshot range there from Spades. Spades is not an Archer player, so he might not have known that. Misses the next shot, and that's probably the last chance he's going to get there at a shot. He might have another one here coming around the corner right about now, but is going to miss that as well. He ends up killing the medic, though. That could be big. But it looks like Mitch is actually just going to walk in and get this cap here. And that is a 4-4 now. We are tied up with 6 minutes left on Blackout. 8 captures so far in this match. Arctic Galaxy gets the steal. And Julian gets the recovery. Gets the recovery immediately, or gets the cap immediately after it gets the recovery there. So yeah, I guess my prediction of these teams being fairly close was actually accurate, as we're currently seeing a 4-4, and all it takes is one good play now from either offense to end this map, rather. Versing now in the Ninja defense, which means we've seen him on Assassin, Pyro, and Ninja so far this match. Spades does not seem to be enjoying his time as Archer. Swit is actually out, gets boosted here by Red defense. Is out as Soldier, trying to go up the wall. Recover's getting a lot of damage on her. There's going to be a Ninja there, but it's her Ninja. She's going to instead opt to go back down, trying to get the medic here. We'll get one hit there. Assassin comes in. Frenzy comes through, but she has regen now, and the Frenzy will wear off before DG can get another hit. Still has not received the restore here. We'll get regen once again. Restore does come through. That's huge. So it is now out top with that restore. Recovers is up there, though. Doesn't have enough welcome to get up, and will end up going down to the Assassin eventually. First with a free follow-up steal, and I believe he might be Ninja. He is actually out as Ninja, hurling towards his side. We'll have a Ninja on, and pass will come through to Versions. Will he get it? He will! Recovs actually dies from the interpol, and he's not able to recover. And Versing will get the pass off to Versions, who gets the heal here. Julian is also out, though, and he is pretty far as Soldier as well. We're going to see a Soldier stalemate here with 4 minutes left. Versions versus Julian. Good plays coming out from both sides. All right. Jade, who do you think is going to be taking this stalemate here? Or do you think it's going to end 4-4? We have 2 players that know how to hold the flag, and there's a lot of support around them here. You think 4-4? I'm thinking 4-4 as well. It is a big match, though, so anything could really happen. The combination of Pyro and Assassin, or just Archer and Ninja, are some potential recov types that could come through here. Slime Squad actually gets the recovery there. Solo Pyro onto Versions, which means Julian might be able to get the app here. Arctic does get a steal before, though, and there's not going to be a lot on her, considering they're all supporting. Arctic is Pyro, though. Looking for the sponge on the right side, does get it. We'll have Soldiers there. Frenzy does come through on her. This Ninja needs to die, and she can pass. Ends up going down there to a combination of Recovs, reaching, and DTJ. Flaze is now out as Chemist going the same exact route, though, about to run on the Recov, but he has a lot of support now. His support is killed off the recovery, which means there's only going to be this one Ninja here. Ends up taking a lot of damage, but he's going to stay alive. Gets the heal here, and we could be seeing another stalemate here. This time, it's Chemist versus Soldier, though, which is definitely going to favor Flaze, or favor Julian, rather, as Flaze is Chemist. Definitely not the ideal stalemate they want here. And They're looking for a pass, potentially, but there is a ninja there, and they should know that. Raging does go down, but Mitch is now here, and they can't pass. 2.5 minutes left. There's a pretty good chance FaZe ends up going down here, or they get the recovery off of an attempted pass. Always going to be ninjas in the area here for Red Team. 3 ninjas and an assassin in the area. 1 ninja comes out. Assassin comes out. 1 ninja will come out here momentarily as he's about to burn to death. It will be Recov's getting a lot of damage, and there is still a ninja there, though. Actually, behind the wall here, hitting him through the wall as his hitbox is poking through. I don't think they know where this ninja is at the moment. This is actually funny. They don't know where the ninja is at the moment. Okay. Ninja does eventually end up going down there. They're stuck in this corner, and as we just saw, they're able to be hit through the corner, which means that an archer coming up bottom mid could definitely headshot there. Given that the closest player to that corner is always FaZe. We have 1.5 minutes here, and we're really looking at Red Team here to step it up and go for this recovery. They don't need as much on support because, like, they're holding Soldier versus Chemist. FaZe will go down there to Slime Squad again with another Pyro recovery. And Julian, all he has to do is walk in and get this cap now, and that will be the end of the map. There is a ninja and a soldier on him. He's taking a lot of damage here. Sticking through it, has 2 minutes with him. We'll walk in and get the capture, and that is a 5-4 for Red Team to end off our first map. Slurp gets the MVP for a lot of kills, recoveries, and whatnot as Ninja. And we are looking forward to the next map now. So, Skyworlds. Spooky Skyworlds is actually our next map, which is a very defensive bias map considering what we just played. So yeah, this will be interesting. So, I'm just going to TP you around with me here, Jade. So this version of Skyworlds does actually have some areas such as these ones over here with the leaves that the original Skyworlds does not have, which would be pretty interesting to see if either team utilizes them. There's one more patch of Soul Sand than the normal version, I believe, as well, which will prevent Ninja Pearl damage, if they know that, but only the older players are going to know that, as that hasn't been a thing in maps for a while. This little pumpkin area where archers can go is also safer, but the only issue with that, though, is you don't have as much of a sightline as archers, so it's slightly less useful, but it's a lot safer. So it'll be interesting to see whether either of the teams utilize all those little changes. The bridge is also slightly safer to cross with the slabs and whatnot. That being said, the game has started. Immediate headshot comes through from Wintergreen onto players. Yeah. Red's roaming defense is getting a lot done here already. The combination of Recov's, Ninja Main, and Slime Squad here. Slime Squad actually playing roaming Pyro defense, which I quite like considering there's a 2 Pyro limit. Playing pretty far up here, actually harassing the enemy archer for Frenzy. Will end up taking him down, and is now probably going to go offensive, which should be pretty interesting here. He's going to be in another fight here, ends up killing Wolfie. Sweet does get a steal, but goes down immediately. Hearts Revolution with the recovery. Arctic with a follow-up steal. Could be pretty clean here, potentially, and is, but gets assassinated. And it seems like the offensive Pyro did not quite make it into the enemy flag room, which is rather unfortunate, because I would have loved to see when it happened. Arctic going right side here is Soldier, attempting to get back into Red's flag room. There will be a Pyro next to him, though. Actually, that's an Assassin. Or Ninja, what am I saying? With a red skin. Lots of damage on her, and she almost goes off the map. We'll actually end up coming back on and killing, I feel like, there. I feel like we'll be waiting for her, though, when she comes out of the tunnel, and we'll get some damage onto her. Both Soldiers going in here. Arctic goes down immediately, which means Sweet will be going in with no distraction, gets frenzied there, and will end up going down. Third player coming through, it is a Verged, but he's here alone, also gets assassinated. Mitch gets the steal on the other side, and she appears to be out going right side with a Pyro and a Ninja behind her, gets knocked off there. Not quite able to come back on yet. Pyro actually does just walk off? Not too sure what happened there, but recovery ends up coming through regardless. Julian is out, actually going top as Chemist. Gonna look to go left side here, because he can't really go right side as Chem. They actually all pearl right side, expecting him to be there, and he goes left. He jukes all of them out here. And he is gonna end up going under, juking them once again as they're all top right side, but he's bottom middle. Has no support with him at the moment, but the medic and the elf will just get there in time. Raging is also there as Ninja, and Julian's in a really good spot to potentially cap here. Waiting to come up, though, he's going to need a little bit more support before he runs in. He's actually just hiding here for the moment until it's clear to go. Versons will get the steal, though, because of how long they're waiting. And he'll come down now. So the idea here is that their team is going to be focusing more on support. Julian will actually drop the flag. And he was knocked into the void there, I believe, by a ninja. It might have been Wolfie. Wow. That's pretty unfortunate. Like, good chemist steals on this map are a dime a dozen. And that one almost led to a cap. Ooh, that sucks. Headshot coming through from Wintergreen onto a couple members of Blue's offense, leaving only the medic and the soldier left. Soldier goes down in the flag room. The medic goes down outside. And the third player, who I believe was a chemist, ends up getting knocked off the map. Julian, again, as chemist, you're trying to get across the bridge, but can't. Versions will end up taking him down. Netflix gets another recovery here. Mitch will come in. Frenzy's not available for Netflix at the moment, but almost has it back in, and it doesn't matter because she goes down anyway. Verge rather, sorry, is looking for the steal here. Recovs is looking for the recovery. Will end up killing him, but Sue steals the recovery away from him. Slime Squad now coming into Blue Flag Room here as offensive Pyro is looking to clear. Will be fought by Wolfie here, and Wolfie will end up taking him down eventually. Mitch is now running in, though, as Soldier with a bit of a distraction. Not quite able to get out of that little cubby by the flag, though, and Netflix will capitalize on that. Light her on fire and take her down. Red's offense, though, immediately ready to go again. Julian, Mitch, and Lar all here ready to go. Lar ends up going down, as well as one of the other two. Not sure which one. Well, it wasn't Raging, because he's in the flag room, so it must have been Mitch. Raging looking for a steal here. Will get it. Frenzy comes through, and immediate recovery there from Netflix. Spades and Green in a Archer duel around mid. But it's going to be a pretty close range Archer duel, with neither having the possibility of headshotting quite yet. It'll move into headshot range here momentarily, though. Almost there already. Now is going to be. When we're looking for the shot, Spades trying to dodge, will dodge. And he's now firing back. QGJ with a recovery for Red Team there, while this Archer battle is going on, and it looks like Spades is not getting pressured here. It seems like Winter's calling for pressure on Spades whenever there's an Archer battle, just guaranteeing she'll win it. And that is the case. We have this Pyro again coming in here. With Red's offense. Getting a lot of pressure on him by Wolfie, though, who will just continually pearl back until he's dead. He's running back for a medic at the moment, though. Might get it. Lar needs to turn around and heal him here. Hasn't happened quite yet. Lar's actually going for the heal on Mitch, who I didn't even realize had stolen, who is out as Soldier here. Hasn't quite gotten the restore and might get knocked off the map. She almost gets knocked off the map, is still on somehow. Almost at a wall climb, and she gets back on last second. Wolfie's back. If she gets knocked off now, it's huge. But she will not. Goes for the pass with the medic there. I have no idea why they went for the pass there. And the recovery ends up coming through. What are they doing? She had double medic. Like, did they not swap to a second medic? Or was Lara on cooldown or what? I don't know. I thought it said 10. I guess it said 1. She had half her heart, but still questionable pass. Yeah. I don't know, like, if they want to go for that pass, they should have done it a little bit earlier, I think. Arc will get a steal here. Is Soldier trying to go out the back way, but won't be able to, and DTJ ends up collapsing on her and getting the kill. Raging gets a steal, Versing gets a recovery onto him. Into in with another assassinate there. Been doing a pretty good job so far. So 2 players that we saw have a lot of impact on map 1 in Snow Leak, aka Slime Squad, and Versing haven't actually been doing much on this map. Snow Leak's been trying to play that offensive pyro, but has been getting routed around mid every single time. On the other side of things, Versing hasn't really done much either. Raging is now out, gonna die to a combination of damage there. A lot of it being from the pyro and the ninja. Spray going in here. Not quite able to make it to red flagging before encountering multiple ninjas from their defense. Will actually end up getting knocked off here by Recovs. Recovs looking for another kill here onto Averged. Almost gets it, but he's on 2 hearts. Wintergreen will end up collecting that kill eventually. Maybe, and she does. So, this is just classic Skyworld so far. Couple decent steals, but no one getting super far. Skyworlds can really be a map that's won by one big play from an offensive player. And, you know, I'm going to bet that's what we might end up seeing here. Now, there is only a 1-cap lead for Red Team in this match so far, so a 0-0 here isn't the biggest deal for either team, to be honest. Again, it's definitely going to favor Red Team because they do have that 1-cap up, but it's only 1 cap. Julian gets out, gets a recovery. Or gets recovered on by Versing. Raging running out on 2.5 hearts, and we'll go for the steal instead of just respawning there. Ends up dying. He's probably trying to bait Pyro Frenzy there or something, knowing he's not really going to get far out, but that is not the case. The Pyro saves the Frenzy, does not use it. Yeah, so Versing is now swapped on to defensive Pyro again. I'm not sure if he was on it for the majority of this map, wasn't really paying attention. But the double Pyro setup is going to be interesting here for Blue Team. Arrows being spent at the flag post at the moment, looking for ninjas and whatnot. A lot of red offense gets taken out before they're even, but a lot of them do get in. There's a lot of red players going in. Raging gets the steal here. Medic is dead, but he has so much support aside from that Medic, though. He's eventually going to end up going down here. Should really just look for someone else to steal, but there is no one to do it at the moment. He wants to drop here, but he can't. Actually runs up into a frenzy there and goes down. The other soldier drops. And now it's only Julian and the Medic left here to go in, and they will both get taken down. That's what they need to start doing, though. Because if they can get one good cap off of an offensive push like that, that could potentially be the game. I mean, this is a map that both teams are going to have a lot of trouble capping on. If they get one cap, that's huge, especially if it's for them. Because they could just win the match off of this map. So making our way into the red frog room, along with Arctic. Squid is now heavy instead of soldier, which is something to note. Ends up getting taken down. They're tanking one frenzy, but they have a second one, and it will be used on Arctic for the recovery. Mitch gets a steal on Blue Team's flag, and is actually outgoing mid, getting boosted pretty far here. Going to need a medic very soon, but is out. Wolfie with the good Pearl and recovery there could have possibly prevented a cap with that under Pearl. Good job by him. Wolfie is one of those players that is known to make pretty clutch plays like that. So good job to him being able to consistently be that good. Winner moving up here, looking to pressure Blue Team's offense since Spades has just died. Well, actually headshot Spades off of spawn. Julian running towards Blue Flag here. But he's running into a lot of players from Blue's defense, and he is not going to get through that as Chemist. Switch steals red flag here as Soldier swap back from Heavy, but she will end up going down there, and both the players that killed her will jump off the map. Averts will also go off the map there, courtesy of Rika's Ninja Sword. Yeah, we're really seeing both teams lose a lot of players before they even get in the flag room. Red was able to get in with quite a few players one time, but it was only for a couple seconds, and then they ended up going down. That's the nature of a 13v13 on a defensive bias map like this, though. That is going to happen, and there's not much you can do as an offense other than just group and start seeing in those super strong PvP classes and having like really good PvPers on offense. Or elves. Because, you know, who doesn't like some elf steals? Northern Ireland's actually ninja, not elf. And he's going bottom here. He went right side. This is a really, like, not conventional route. But it is going to lead to a pickup from Hearts. So I'd actually consider that a pretty bad ninja route. But the thing is that no one would expect it. So that bad route immediately turns into a pretty good one there. Just due to the fact that he is able to go completely untouched for a little bit. Swit is out, has 4 hearts though. Medic 1 hit does come through. We'll get the regen here, regening up to full health, but not full stake. Restore does come through, and we're going to potentially see a stalemate here between Swit and Hearts Revolution, both on Soldier. Now, out of these two players, Swit is the one who's definitely more used to holding, as Hearts is generally a defensive player. Plays Soldier, but primarily plays Pyro. So, we're going to have to see how they really, how they do this. Like, I want to see where Hearts is going to hold, since Swit should know where to hold, and let's TP over. Yeah, so she does. Swit is holding in a pretty good spot here. A pretty common spot as well. Let's see where Hearts is holding. Hearts is holding in relatively the same position, but is actually going to be up top in this tower. Now, normally I'd consider this a pretty bad spot for a Soldier to hold, because you can't really get out. But on this version, the top is actually open above her a little bit, so she is able to climb out if needed. Meaning that it becomes a viable holding spot here for Red Team. Now, Blue really wants this cap, because the tie favors Red Team a little bit. And if they end up getting recovered on here and Red gets the cap, they're going to be put under a ton of pressure here. Needing to get a cap, like, pretty much within, like, 3 or 4 minutes is probably going to be, if they do get recovered on. Team and I have a chance to force a third map. So being pressured here by Northern Ireland and I feel like both on Ninja. I feel like will respawn. Northern Ireland ends up going down. Red Team now sending a couple soldiers on recovery. So the thing with like recon on this map is you're really just looking at like a big play to get a recovery. Or Hearts Revolution getting knocked off the map. Which means that the steal, or the cap rather, will come through for Blue Team. Now putting us in an overall map tie and cap tie. Mitchell Steele ends up dropping the flag again to the void, and it gets recovered. Or sent back, rather. I mean, so we're just tied up here, like completely tied. So this is basically just a full reset here. Again, 1-1 on maps, 5-5 on caps overall, with 1 cap on this map for Blue Team and 4 on the last, 5 for Red on the last. Spurth the Steel here is out pretty far. I believe he's Elf, and he is. He gets to the sponge, though, which means he's going to be able to fly across the map here pretty far. We'll go for the sponge, but he's going to miss it, meaning he's going to have to drop here. A Verge will pick up as heavy at mid, but Ninja Bane coming off the sponge with the assassin recovery. Flaze will get a steal immediately after, though. QTJ ends up killing him. Another good steal here, just killed by an assassin. Nice. A lot of pressure on a blue defense here, actually. Rebreaking will get the ninja steal almost, but Netflix knocks him away at last second. That means Mitch is going to be able to get a steal now and is out going towards the spawn sponge. Will fly across the map now with the propulsion of that sponge. Lar is there, waiting, arms open as medic, but does not quite get the heal off. Gets knocked away, and a lot of damage does come out from blue team there. Another good steal there that could have potentially been a cap if that medic was just a little bit closer. Recovery's coming through on both sides, and another recovery there for Version. Raging steals Blue's flag here. He appears to be out, but not very far out. Northern Ireland and Flays both get steals at the exact same time. Northern Ireland is Ninja, ends up going down there to slurp, but Flays has not gone down yet. He does there eventually, but Spades actually picks up his archer here and has a pretty clear path in the flag room here, only if he gets knocked off. That's the only way he really gets recovered on here. And Spades might arch cap, but no, Recuffs has stolen the flag. And I believe he's Ninja. That's going to be a pass here. No, actually, Derpy just gets the recovery. Spades will walk in. Is he going to be able to get this archer cap? He's almost to the flag push, but he's taking so much damage. They end up killing him off, and Spades will get the archer cap here. And now blue team is actually in the lead this match. Tied on caps here, or tied one up on caps and tied on maps. Wow. So Spades getting the archer cap. And that is actually the end of the map as well. That was last second. So now blue team is going into the last map with a 1 cap advantage off the back of a ninja to archer pass, I believe. So that's something. And guess what? It's Spooky Airlock Original. Just gonna get the other map here, quick. 393686. Just gonna restart the server here momentarily. I accidentally gave the ID for the wrong version of Airlock. I wasn't sure which one was on the spreadsheet, but it wasn't the right one. I am, however, the owner of the other one, so it's gonna be pretty easy to set it up. Hopefully teams get on quickly here, and we're able to start. So this version is just going to be Airlock 1, slightly reskinned here for Halloween. I made it last year. It looks alright. It's just a reskin, nothing special, no gameplay changes really. That means that I'm going to have to set limits again, which will take a hot minute. Just setting limits here real quick. Just waiting on red to get their last player, and we'll be starting. So the only difference to this map is that the sandstone has been changed to mycelium, and the blue and red blocks have been replaced by purple and orange ones. Slime Squad saying, if we cap, we might win. I think we should cap. Not a bad idea, necessarily. I will be starting here in 15 seconds. Teams have been set. Limits are set. We are getting ready to go here for our third map. And just to remind everyone, red took map 1 5-4, but blue did end up taking Skyroads, which is map 2 2-0. So they are currently tied on maps and have a 1-cap lead. So in the event of a tie on this map, blue would win it, but red can just win this by winning 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, any combination of caps they want as long as they win the map. But red team does have to win the map to win the game, whereas blue team does not necessarily have to win the map. They can tie it as well. Blue team immediately sending a ton of players into this orange flag room here. It's going to be 3 soldiers coming through already. But the medic actually ends up stealing here and is out left side. This isn't the worst map for medic, but he's going to go down to a crit there from Hearts Revolution. Ark and Mitch both have steals here. Ark does not have a lot of support, but Mitch, I believe, does. No, actually she does not, and she ends up going down. Actually, Northern Ireland will pick it up. If he's elf, this could be big around mid. And he is elf actually out top mid with a medic here. But Frenzy ends up coming through before the heal comes through. Oh, super unfortunate there for him. A Virgin Scape getting steals at the same time as well. Ooh. So Scape is actually out. He's actually heavy. I thought he was Chemist. Him being out this far is heavy is actually huge here. And if he is able to get a medic, it'll be massive. He's going to pass through Northern Ireland, who is elf top mid. He's going to fly all the way across the map here. It's going to be very hard to recover on him. But Wolfie's getting so much damage on. If he doesn't have stake, this could be a really bad play for them, actually. Northern Ireland needs to turn around and kill this ninja. What is he doing? He's just going to sit there and let Wolfie eventually get the recovery. Raging gets a steal, though, because the flag room is pretty open. And he's going to be dead, actually. They're in the flag room. Derpy Jazz with the recovery. Mitch's positioning here for a potential distraction. Wait, Spray actually managed to get all the way across the map with the flag without me even noticing. That's actually a medic cap here for blue team, solidifying their lead here. Wow. I was reading a Discord PM in staff chat. And, well, basically, I completely missed the cap. But good job there to Spray. Spray's been playing pretty solid considering that he's been fairly inactive recently. So it's interesting to see him come back and perform at this level. Doesn't really look to have gotten too rusty at all. Escapes are with another steal here for red team. It's really on red team here to mount a comeback. And Skip has been getting these steals. This time he is Chemist though, and Wolfie will end up taking him down, and no one's in position to steal. So it gets to steal as well, is heading out as Soldier. Will actually get out here right side. Arrow does not hit from rebreaking. Pyro waiting there for her, but it's not going to matter. She's just going to wall climb up. She's now top mid with only really the Archer and this one Heavy to worry about. The Heavy's only getting one hit on her though. Does get lit on fire, but it's going to have the Medic here. Medic actually ends up going down to the Archer, only able to get the fucking, what's it called? What am I saying? The healing off there, sorry. And then the restore will come through eventually after, maybe, but it's not going to. As a good free spell there from, I don't even know who the mage is. Wintergreen 3 actually from top mid is mage, ends up blocking off the medic. Versing is now out going bottom middle here, as Soldier getting knocked outside by recovers, but he's going to end up going down here before he even gets out, potentially. Medic is actually here, gets the heal, but they're right at red spawn here. It's going to be very hard. Assassinate comes through, and he will end up going down. Raging is also out on the other side of things. He is heavy, has a decent amount of support, and will actually get knocked forward here by Netflix. There are two pyros behind him. One has Frenzy, one is very close. They're trying to stall here, but heal pots will come through. Frenzy does come through on a Raging from Spoopy Spades, who will get the recovery. But that means Rebreaking is getting an immediate steal here as Ninja going through middle, curling across. They should know he's here, but are they going to be able to do anything about it? The answer is no. He's pearling in here. He needs to hand off, but he's actually going to pearl into the offensive heavy on blue team, Arctic Galaxy, and get recovered on. Recovs gets another steal. I believe he is also Ninja here. Will drop. Is that a pass? That's a pass to Northern Ireland, who will pick it up. Same spot as before. Let's see if he can capture it this time. Has the medic. Has the regen. Does not have the restore. Ninja on him. Gonna need the restore here. He needs help from his team. One ninja ends up going down. The other ninja ends up going down, and the soldier goes down. He gets the restore. He's looking to come in here and get a capture. Versing, now out. Or now trying to get out. Also his elf will end up going down to Heart's Revolution. And all Northern Ireland has to do here is just win towards flag and get this capture. Sprite is going to steal, though. Northern Ireland is taking a lot of damage. He will end up going down there. Lar picks it up as medic. Recovery comes through, but Arctic Galaxy gets the recovery before Lar is able to get within range of the flag post. And Arctic will run away. End up dying. And that is it. That's just going to be a complete reset for each team. Arctic Galaxy ended up critting out Lar there after the elf going down. Or after the elf went down, rather. I can't speak English. That was crazy. Yeah. Lar just not within range to capture the flag. It's unfortunate. Just outside of the range, probably like a quarter of a block or something, but super close, but not quite. Spray gets another steal here. He seems to be consistently getting out as medic. It's not ideal, but it's working for them. He already got one cap, and he's gotten pretty far a couple other times. That last steal not being an exception. Swit is actually gonna steal here again as Soldier. But she's taking so much damage here. The elf is actually gonna lag there for a second and ends up going into the pyro, meaning there's gonna be no one here in red flag room really. Northern Ireland gets another steal. Is he elf or is he ninja? He is elf bottom mid, half heart. Slurp will come right over and collect that recovery. Rebreaking it and picking the flag from what I believe is a ninja steal. We'll pass to Lar again, who this time should have some stake here and should not go down to pure damage, theoretically. Gonna be running into the flag room here. Gets the restore from the other medic, meaning she's gonna have all 5 of her stake going in here. Will end up running towards flag, does finally get the capture. But blue team is still in the lead by 1 cap. A tie here is not enough for red team to win. They need another capture, and Scape is trying to make that a reality here by getting this steal. He's gonna cut back mid. Only a soldier currently in front of him, but the soldier's doing a lot of damage to him, actually. Wolfie is now there as well. Scape is taking a ton of damage and will go down here eventually. Not quite yet. No, he won't. Actually, that's a pass to an assassin. Scape gonna pick it back up, but Slurp comes through and gets the recovery immediately after. Northern Ireland gets an elf steal off of it, though, but Spooky Spades is there with a frenzy to stop him. Arctic Galaxy is not quite out, is actually heavy inside the enemy flag room here, taking a lot of damage from a mage, 2 ninjas, a medic, and 2 soldiers. Will end up going down there because of it. Squid gets a steal immediately after, though, due to her opening the flag room up a little bit. Heart's Revolution does get the recovery, though. Super exciting maps so far. Super exciting fights, recoveries, steals, everything. Red team seems to be breaking down a little bit, though, not knowing where their pyro is, according to Snow League. He finally does come back to the flag, and they have 2 pyros here now. So again, red team needs 1 other cap to win the game. Because a tie right now would result in a blue team win by 1 capture. Now, if red wins the map, it doesn't matter. But they're going to need as many captures as they can get here. Mitch actually has gone almost all the way across the map with the enemy flag here. We'll get the heal from Lar. No restore coming through yet, but she's going to need it. She does not get it. Inversions will get the recovery. Scapezar with another follow-up recovery here, or steal rather. Going out bottom mid as Hemisphere ends up getting taken down there by Slurp once again. Spray with the steal here as Medic Ninja Main on Assassin gets the recovery. Just AFK for a moment. Got tagged in staff chat again. Okay, coming back, it looks like Northern Ireland has just gotten another steal. He's getting so many steals, but he's not getting very far. Lar gonna need a steal here. I believe she's medic as well. Sorry, I'm like very busy at the moment. I'm trying to commentate. Okay. So, a cap actually ended up, not going through, sorry. We were tied 1-1 when I left. Northern Ireland is now out with the flag. We'll pass it to a Raging, who is heavy, very close to his spawn here. They're trying to knock him off, but it doesn't look like he's going to get knocked off. Not quite. He is now bottom mid. A lot of pressure still on him, though. He needs some support here. And will get it. But an assassinate from Wolfie comes through to clean him up. Arctic Galaxy goes down at the same time, and DTJ does get the recovery. Now, trading recovs and stalemates and all that kind of stuff here is really good for Blue Team, considering they're up in this map still. Or this match, rather. Again, we're tight on maps. Tight on this map. But Blue Team has one more cap overall. Swit now out once again. Going top mid here, we'll get the regeneration from Arctic, but Lightning very far away. Very good Lightning there from whoever that mage was. I believe it might be Winner again, actually. And it is. So Winner showing up here on mage class that we really haven't seen her on ever. Showing that she can competently play that class as well. Swit is now running in. If she gets this cap, this is really going to make it, like, hard. Arc ends up picking it up, though, after she goes down. Still here from Northern Ireland, who is trying to get out as Elf, but will not, by the looks of it. Probably going to end up going down here momentarily. Arc passing the flight of Spooky Spades, but not really ideal there. Raging Wolf Steel is heavy, and this is really bad for Blue Team, potentially. Spades coming over, trying to help with the recovery, but if an assassin is here, this is going to be really bad for them. He's taking a ton of damage here. Will run towards the flag. He's already capped his archer. Will he cap his pyro? He will! So now, Red Team is going to need 3 captures to win this. And it's not looking super likely. Yeah, so Red Team actually has to get 2 more captures here. Very soon. Recovs with another recov. And yet, Red Team just has to step it up. Their defense isn't playing bad, but their offense just isn't getting work done. And that's the issue we're seeing so far. I mean, they have Scape and Raging. That's a lot of clear potentially for them. But they just don't have the follow-up. They don't really have any soldier means to follow up on that clearing from those two. I mean, if you look at their roster, really, who is there that's going to cap? I mean, you're looking at Mitch potentially, but she hasn't really shown up so far this match. Swoot does get a steal here. She is heading out of the enemy flag room, but ends up getting killed by Recovs right before she's about to get out by the looks of it. Mitch will get a steal, but Pudgy gets the recovery as well. That's a name I actually haven't really checked in on quite a bit this match, is Pudgy, who's actually playing defensive medic here for Blue Team, I believe. She is Slime Squad, is out as Chemist now. Healed up to full health, has a lot of support here, opting not to pass to the soldier when he could have. Assassin will come through, kill a medic that's in front of him, webbing him, and now he is top as Chemist. Not really the best spot to be, because if he takes a lot of damage and ends up falling off the map, he's not going to be able to pot, or falling from a high little area. Spades with another recovery there. So that's 2 clutch recoveries, a pyro cap and an archer cap we've seen from Spades so far. The man is on fire. I mean, he had a pretty lackluster performance in Archer map 1, the map they lost. But these maps that they've been winning, Spades have been playing very well on, again, like, sometimes just not his strongest roles. Versing is actually very out as Ninja, and we'll pass to Versions here. This could actually just end up being the game. And I think Versing and Spades are both going to be super big names to talk about when it comes to player of the game. Versing has gotten multiple good ninja steals, and that big assassinate for the recovery on the last map, or on Blackout rather. Spades has gotten 2 very good recoveries, and 2 very good captures on Pyro and Archer. Versing going to get pushed towards the flag here, but directly into a Pyro who will get the recovery. Waiting there with his arms open to get that recovery. Switch stealing it now out. Blue just constantly getting more and more steals. will end up going down, though, but blue is really just putting on the pressure. Like, red is going to need to get so many caps here in 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Well, not so many, it's only 2, but they're not really doing anything offensively at the moment, and they need to fix all of their offensive problems and get 2 captures here in 2 minutes. And this might be the start of it. Northern Ireland does steal. Lauren ends up picking up after he goes down, and she's a little bit ahead of the recovery, but it doesn't matter because one of them gets boosted into her. They're really just, they need to get a steal right now. Mitch has to get a steal and get across the map, or else their chances of winning this match are pretty much over. And Mitch is not going to get that steal. Spray has a steal, though, as medic, and if he is really far out, this could just be the game. Or actually, he's Elf this time, but he's going to get killed by Wintergreen there as Mage. Wasn't really far out at all. But, I mean, that's going to spell the end of the match here. Really, I mean, there's almost no way that Red Team can win this now. I don't know if they still have their Ninja Cap left. I don't believe they use it, so they can still potentially do it. If Slime Squad runs down mid and they get a cap, and then they get a follow-up Ninja Cap. But Netflix is going to get that recovery, which means that, really, this match is all but over. Escape with another, steal here, but I don't think, the route he's taking it's going to be quick enough. Rikos does pick up, but he's Assassin. He's going to go outside the flagger. Minute 25, this match is absolutely over. Blue Team will be winning it. Losing Blackout 5-4, super close. Big comeback on Skyrels with the 2-0. And now going to go up 2-1 on Airlock as well. Up by 2 caps and up by a map here for Blue Team is how this match will likely end. Unless Swit can actually walk this in for a 3rd cap, which I think she might. Meaning they're going to be up 3 caps over the enemy team here. Wow. Rikos with a steal here, but he's Chemist. Taking so much damage here, will end up going down eventually. Swit gonna need that heal, does get it. Mitch with a steal immediately after, though, but only 44 seconds left. They're just trying not to let Blue Team get this 3rd cap here. Mitch is actually just stalling. Does get frenzied here by Spoopy Spades, putting a ton of damage in her. She's on half a heart. Ends up going down. Swit just needs to walk in and get this cap. Raging gets another steal here. Raging will end up going down eventually, but not quite yet. He's actually almost out. Half a heart. Will die there. Swit really wants to get this capture, and will. That is a win for Blue Team here in the 2018 Halloween Event match. So, player of the game, what are we thinking? I'm honestly thinking Spades. He played an okay Archer, and then he Archer caps. Next map, he gets a clutch recovery. Then he Pyro caps and gets a Pyro recovery. Again, another clutch recovery here. I think Spades, I do think, though, that Versinc is an honorable mention for those ninja steals and whatnot that he did. So I'm going to say Spades player of the game. Honorable mention to Versinc. Very good job all around here from Blue Team. Losing that first map and then coming back to dominate in the next 2. GG's to everyone, and hope to see you guys all come out for the second part of the Halloween event, which will be in a couple of weeks, I believe. I'm getting everything ready for it at the moment. So there's that November 25th. That will likely be streamed as well, which will be pretty fun to watch if you guys decide to hop on. But for now, that's going to be everything until next weekend, and I will see you guys then. Peace.